Go. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. I love you. What's going on here? That's a cool Goku figure. Did that casting. Remember, more revenue equals better game. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, angry face. Hoyo shill. Dan Heng's sales are higher than Quiyuan's, so Quiyuan is a dog. What? In CN, you are a dog equals you are not human, but a lowly animal, toady, cursed to live a miserable life like a stray dog or a slave chained up. What? What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? CN Hoyoshio. Kuro dog. Quiyuan's income ranking is very poor, so Quiyuan is a dog slave chained up by Dan Heng. What? What the hell is this? Why is done? Is that Quiyuan? What have they done to my boy? That's our boy.
That's my son. That's my boy.
What have they done to him? What have they... He's a dog? Oh, it's like, okay, it's like that. Okay. Gotcha. Loud and clear. Okay. Let me... Okay. I'm going to say this as nicely and as kindly as I possibly can. To all of you toxic, now specifically I'm highlighting the word toxic Hoyo shills, not the Hoyo fans. There are genuine, nice, wholesome Hoyo fans out there. You are not included in this. To all of you toxic Hoyo shills, the ones that depend on their parents' wallets for their characters, the ones that have never gone outside a single moment within their life, to the ones that do not have a girlfriend or boyfriend, to the ones that need to really go out and see the world away from their monitors. To you people, let me make it as monosyllabic as I potentially possibly can. Now, I know some of you don't know what that word means because almost none of you went to school. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, okay? Your parents don't love you. To you people, I would just like to say, your game is washed. Your game is doggy doo-doo. Your game has been in the gutter for the past year and a half, almost 2 years. Your game is delivering not good story, not good writing, bland characters, a terrible crossover, which was the Fate collab, which was, I don't even know if I can even call that a collab. That wasn't even a collab. I don't even know what the hell that was, okay? We're not gonna even acknowledge it. Your game has been delivering white screens and black texts. Your game has been delivering black screens and white texts. Your game has been delivering absolutely zilch. Nothing. Nothing is building this game up. Nothing is evolving this game. This game has stayed the same. No, sorry, tell a lie. I'll tell you what it has evolved. More ways to drain your wallets dry. Your events are boring. Your endgame modes are disgusting, and quite frankly, your game as a whole is washed up. Now, I know what you're saying, but the sales. Yeah, okay, Hoyoverse has had the monopoly for the majority of the gacha player base since Genshin Impact launched, okay? Hoyoverse is always going to be the majority shareholder of the player base of the gacha space. That's just how it is, unfortunately. Genshin Impact is the fault of that. By the way, it's got so bad for Honkai Star Rail that Genshin Impact, in my opinion, has become a better game. And even that game is lackluster at best. Don't forget, let me remind you, remember when Castris came out and they introduced global passives? The one thing that people dreaded would happen, and the one thing that was so controversial for Honkai Star Rail that everyone was making content saying how bad this is for the game, and all of you toxic Hoyo shills are still eating up the slop, eating up that slop. Why? Because Castris had some of the most over overpowered kits in the entire game and one of the biggest power creeping animations in the game. Her animations were absolutely insane, but her kit was 10 times more powerful than the previous most powerful unit in the entire game. Your game hasn't evolved, your game is doggy doo-doo, your game is boring. The story used to be good way back when Belobog and the Jinzhou Lawfu was a thing. Those two arcs are pretty good. Penacony is what killed the game, and the game is dying. And I don't mean in terms of money. Hoyoverse is always going to make money. In terms of quality, your game is dying. It's not evolved at all. The story is terrible. Euphorious, however the hell you pronounce that place. It had good moments and had good cutscenes, but other than that, the story was boring. The story was lackluster. The story wasn't engaging, wasn't interesting. I was bored playing the entire goddamn thing. The cutscenes were pretty good, I guess, but there wasn't even enough of them to cover the whole story. The gameplay has just stayed the same, and now I'm bored. The crossover was actually terrible. One of the biggest anime IPs out there, and you botched it. Your company botched it. It was boring, it was unnecessary, and quite frankly, it was a waste. And Chaos Zero Nightmare is a way better turn-based anime RPG, so go play that. Go play that. Genuinely, go play that. As a strategy turn-based RPG, as a gacha game, it's better. It's better. The devs give a shit. The devs don't want to waste your time. The devs have put a lot of time and effort into this game. Yeah, there's been a little bit of controversy, but the devs have openly come out. The CEO openly came out and apologized and said, we addressed the issues. We're sorry. We hold our hands up. We're going to try and do better for the community. And they've been compensating, updating, and improving that game. And people are excited. People are playing that game. People are genuinely over the moon excited for that game. Now, I have no problem with people enjoying Honkai Star Rail. If you're enjoying Honkai Star Rail, I actually commend you for doing so. I commend you for staying with that game. But if you're being toxic and clowning on other games because of a little bit of revenue, then I've got news for you. You don't know anything about how gaming revenue works. Just because this patch's revenue was underperforming, and just because this patch for Wuthering Waves wasn't the best as it could be, doesn't mean the game's dying. Doesn't mean the game's failing. It doesn't mean the game is doing bad at all. And unfortunately, as I said many times, Hoyoverse has had the monopoly of the gacha space for quite some time. Genshin Impact was the key to that, and then Honkai Star Rail continued that torch. Genshin passed on the torch to HSR, and HSR used to be a very wholesome community, and HSR used to be a very fun game to play, and a very good place to be. And then look what happened. It's become just as toxic, if not more toxic, than Genshin Impact's toxic fanbase was. Still is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Do It Night Abyss, amazing game. Chaos Zero Nightmare, amazing game. You've got Arcanite Sentinel coming out, amazing game. Wuthering Waves, still a very, very good game. Granted, the combat events are lackluster this patch, but they're probably going to turn it around in 2.8 and 3.0. Overall, I wasn't talking to every single one of you out there. This is just the toxic people and the people that potentially may or may not have created this post about Quiyuan. Quiyuan is one of my favorite characters in the game. A lot of this was satire. I didn't mean a lot of what I said. It was me just defending Wuthering Waves, being a Kurobot. Here come the comments, being a Kurobot this, Kurobot that. But yeah, because I don't ever touch Honkai Star Rail. I don't ever touch Genshin Impact. If I do, it's me being satire, sarcastic, and quite frankly, lighthearted about the whole thing. But this post is actually quite funny. It is quite funny. It is quite funny. In all seriousness, jokes aside, it is quite a funny post. Whoever edited that, whether it's AI or not, yeah, you know what? It's funny. I laughed. Haha, you got a chuckle out of me. But yeah, moral of the story, Honkai Star Rail, doggy doo-doo game, Chaos Zero Nightmare, amazing game. Wuthering Waves revenue, doggy doo-doo for 2.7, but that's okay. That is okay. That is a-okay. And to be fair, I haven't actually seen many people saying that the HSR story recently has been cinema. I haven't really seen any highlights. Phanon is the last character that I thought was actually badass. His trailer was probably one of the best trailers in the game. I even been reacting to Genshin Impact trailers because Nodcry actually is very intriguing to me. But this is the part where I'm actually being normal and actually not overemphasizing what I'm saying. If you didn't clock within the first 2 to 3 minutes of this video that I was being satire and deliberately overexerting myself when talking about the toxic player base, then I stand corrected. You clearly didn't go to school. You don't understand satire and sarcasm. And to that I say, I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this rant, enjoyed me clowning on HSR. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.